don't know much about me yet, so I thought I would just share some about me and what my, I don't know, I guess you could call it my philosophy on life is. I don't know. I am from a large family, and I've always lived in the South, and I am a very, very devout Christian. And I mean, like, not just someone who goes to church on Sundays. I am very serious about being in the Word as much as I can. I lead worship in my church most weeks. If I'm not leading, I'm usually singing backup vocals. It's a gift that God has given to me, the ability to worship and to sing and play piano, and I feel that it's important to use that for the edification of His people. So that's what I do. I need some soil. The last several months I have been reading a book. Reading is very slow for me right now because I have 2 young kids and I work several part-time jobs because you don't make money when you're a musician. But I've been reading this book. It's called The Unplugged Hours by Hannah Brencher. And she has in there a challenge called it's like a 1,000 unplugged hours challenge. And I've been doing that because I don't like how much I look at my phone. I don't like carrying it around everywhere. I don't like feeling like I need to check it all the time or be available to the whole world all the time. So I've started her challenge. Her challenge is to do 1,000 unplugged hours in 1 year. I'm not necessarily going for that. I just decided to start small because I have a phone addiction just like everyone else. It's a real thing. And my goal is just to get to where I desire to use it less. And it works. I mean, like, the first time I turned off my phone and put it away, I felt a little nervous, like everyone does. Like, what if there's an emergency and nobody can reach me? I don't have a home phone. And I felt a little nervous, but then I thought, you know what? If there's an emergency, first, what is the likelihood that me knowing about it a few minutes earlier will change the outcome of the emergency? And second, that's just that much longer of bliss. And anyway, the first time I turned it off, it felt really amazing. I was just like, wow, I can focus more. I don't, like, when it's turned off and put away somewhere out of sight, you don't have as much of that drive to just like keep checking it every time you walk by, which is awesome. I've tried just leaving it on in the same room and not looking at it, and for some reason that makes a huge difference and it's way harder. So, I also noticed that when I unplugged on those days, I was much happier, I was less stressed out, I was more patient with my kids, and it was awesome. So I'm trying to continue that. I've not done so well in the month of June because we've had a good bit of traveling and, like, my husband and I on separate trips. Mine was for work and his was for purchasing a vehicle. That was a very exciting experience for him, which maybe I'll talk about more later. But anyway, we've had a lot of travel, so I don't like to have my phone off when we are in separate states. And maybe eventually I'll get to where I do that, but I just didn't this month. But basically I guess you could say philosophy on life is I'm trying to become a little less connected, because I think our constant connection to our phones is actually making us more disconnected in real life, and I don't like that. So I'm trying to make my life better that way, trying to make my life more healthy by making some of my own household things like laundry detergent. I used to make my own face wash until about 4 years ago. Gosh, was that 4 years ago? I started using Beauty Counter for my skincare. I used it for a couple of years and then they closed, which I was very, very sad about. They have rebranded and reopened as Counter. So I originally was going to make my YouTube channel so that I could have an outlet to talk about that and not annoy my friends. But I decided I don't want to be another channel that just sells things. So that's not what I'm here for. If it comes up and people are interested in it, then I will talk about it, but that's not my primary purpose here. So I'm trying to use cleaner skincare and personal care items because everything that goes into our body affects our health, and I think that's partially why we in America are so sick all the time. That's why all of our commercials are about medications. Why our mental health is bad, why our hormones are bad, and people have fertility problems is because of all the toxic things that are in our skincare and our household items, our cleaners, our sheets, our clothing, our medications, everything. So I'm trying to limit as much of that as I can without going crazy. Like, you can definitely go crazy on that. So just trying to find ways to make life better all the way around. And that's me. Since I'm a musician, I may occasionally do some music on this channel, but I'm not really sure. So we'll see where this goes. I hope y'all are enjoying your day and that you can go and get some projects done that you've been procrastinating on. I will talk to you later.